BBC News is reporting on U.S. foreign policy moves from the Trump administration. The U.S. will withdraw more than a third of its troops from Iraq within weeks, its top Middle East commander has said. General Kenneth McKenzie told reporters the troop presence would be reduced from about 5,200 to 3,000 during September. Those remaining will continue to advise and assist Iraqi security forces in rooting out the final remnants of the jihadist group Islamic State. Last month, U.S. President Donald Trump reaffirmed that he planned to pull all troops out of Iraq as soon as possible. He is expected to hail the reduction of forces as progress towards his 2016 election campaign promise to disentangle the U.S. from endless wars. The presence of U.S. troops has also become a major issue in Iraq since the U.S. killed top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in a drone strike in Baghdad in January. Okay. So here's the thing. I will believe it when I see it. That's point number one, because this is now what, the second time, third time, fourth time we've had these conversations, and there have been these articles written. And listen, it happened under Obama as well, where Obama would say in some State of the Union address, we're going to get out of the Middle East and we're going to do it by this date. And then what would happen? They would never get out. What they would do is yo-yo the troop levels. All right, we got 10,000 there now. We're going to bring it down to 7,000. Okay, we're going to bring it back up to 10,000. Okay, we'll bring it down to 3,000. Okay, we're going to bring it back up to 12,000. That's what happened throughout all of the Obama years and all of the Trump years. The same thing. So Obama would always use the rhetoric of non-intervention and withdrawing and ending the war on terror and getting out of the Middle East. And then he would continue business as usual and the military-industrial complex. Trump, same thing. Exact same thing. He said it multiple times. I remember covering the story where he tweeted about it one night. Like, we're going to get out of Iraq and Afghanistan. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. Okay, apparently behind the scenes, the generals looked at that and they were like, here's what we're going to do. Not that. We're going to stay there. And he was like, okay, I guess we're going to stay there. You know, guy comes in, general, straight out of Central Casting, got the stars and the flags, the nice pressed uniform, straight out of Central Casting. And he says, sir, we're going to stay there. And I say, you know what? I think you're right. Maybe we should stay there. This is what happens. He's not the boss man. Whoever's whispering in his ear is getting their way. When it comes to the economy, it's Wall Street. When it comes to foreign policy, it's the military-industrial complex. When it comes to healthcare, it's the pharmaceutical companies, and it's, you know, the for-profit health insurance companies. He is repping the establishment, obviously. But he still puts up the veneer and the facade and does the kabuki theater of like, oh yes, war is bad. So I'll believe it when I see it is point number one. But point number two is, they're not even saying we're going to get out. They're not even saying that. 5,200 troops to 3,000. 3,000 troops there means we're still there. And I guarantee you there still will be soldiers that get in fights, die. They say, oh, it's to train them. Obama said the same thing for his entire second term. We're there to assist the Iraqis in their own country. This is the same thing. It never ends. It's always the same. So he's not even... I'll believe it when I see it, but even if he does it, he doesn't deserve a lot of credit for this. You're just reducing the number to 3,000. 3,000 troops mean we are still at war. But what he's going to do is, and they admit this in the article, they say, like, September 29th is the first debate. Trump is going to brag about getting out of Iraq. That's what he's going to do. He's going to say, I got our troops out of Iraq. So amazing. So incredible. I fulfilled my promise of 2016. The American people want our soldiers home, and I'm bringing them home. That's what he's going to say. And then, I really hope that Biden doesn't take the bait and do the, we got to be responsible and we got to make sure that we help our Iraqi friends, and so we should stay. Because you know how the Democrats are. He might do that because he doesn't, it's not like Biden believes in anything. It's not like he believes in an anti-war position. So Trump might out-left him, and then Biden will follow him right down that path like a sucker. So you better hope he doesn't do that. But this is what Trump is going to do. He's going to use this talking point. He's going to act like, I'm getting us out, even though he's not. Even though he said it 1,000 times already, he didn't get us out. And even though if he follows through, we're still there. You want to know how you withdraw? You withdraw. You get us to 0 people there. And I love, there's this status quo bias that people have where they think like, but that's crazy. You want to withdraw? Yeah. We've been in Afghanistan since 2001. Iraq since 2003. When do you want to leave? 40 years from now? 50 years? 80 years? You want to never leave? Lindsey Graham is honest. He says you don't get out. We should stay there forever. He said that when he ran for president, got negative 18 votes. So, I mean, like, they don't even bother to define what victory would even mean anymore. Think about how insane this is. We're still fighting wars, and they don't even bother to say, like, as soon as we reach this goal and this happens, then we're going to declare victory and get out. They don't even do that anymore. Because, by the way, to the extent that there were actual goals that they said were the goals originally, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. What did they say when it came to Afghanistan? Listen, it's not like we want to go there. We got to go there because Al-Qaeda's hiding there and the Taliban's protecting them and Osama bin Laden's there. That's why we got to go. He attacked us on 9/11. What do you want to do? You just want to sit there and take it? How long has Osama bin Laden been dead now? How long has Osama bin Laden been dead? According to our own intelligence operatives, they say there's only a couple hundred Al-Qaeda members even in Afghanistan at this point. So Osama bin Laden's dead. There's very few Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Why are we still there? This was the original reason for going in. When it comes to Iraq, what was the original reason for the war in Iraq? You guys know. I mean, it sounds crazy to say because we've been done for so long with what was the original stated goal. We got to get Saddam. Mission accomplished. Where's Saddam? www.dead.com. He's gone. So why are we still there? They don't even bother to give you a story anymore. They don't even bother to give you a story. So what does it come down to? I mean, listen, couldn't be any more clear. A lot of people make a lot of money from us still being in these wars. Raytheon, Boeing, Honeywell, the entire military-industrial complex, who pay the politicians, and then the politicians give them these no-bid contracts. They make a tremendous amount of money. They have a lot of jobs are tied to this. That's one aspect of it. What's the other aspect of it? In Iraq, it's the oil, of course. Oil production shot through the roof after we invaded and occupied. And in Afghanistan, trillions and trillions of dollars in mineral wealth. Mineral wealth. Like a lot of the stuff that's used in smartphones, it comes from Afghanistan. I mean, listen, people might say it's conspiratorial. Is it really? If the original stated goal was we got to get Osama bin Laden, got him. We got to get Saddam Hussein, got him. They're both gone. Mission accomplished, but we're still in Iraq and we're still in Afghanistan and nobody bothers to define what victory is and we just stay there indefinitely and nobody even says anything about it and the media barely even freaking covers it? Is it really conspiratorial for me to say what I'm saying here, pointing out the obvious? I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. And so here we are. Obama ran on getting us out, kept us in. Trump ran on getting us out, kept us in. He'll do a tap dance now. By the way, you want to secular talk? Kyle Kulinski guarantee? Here you go. Hypothetically, if Trump wins re-election, this 3,000 troop number in Iraq, not only will he not bring the troops down to 0, he'll increase it after he reduces it. So if he wins re-election, having drawn down troops from 5,200 to 3,000, he will quietly raise that troop level back up in due time. Because it's exactly what Obama did. It's exactly what every president does. Because really, they're all serving the military-industrial complex. They're all doing it. But don't get it twisted on Biden either. Do I think Biden's going to pull out of these wars? No, I don't either. I don't think he will either. The only one who would have done it is Bernie. And even I could see him saying, like, we'll keep like 500 troops there. I could see that happening with him too, so. Don't fall for the head fakes. Believe it when you see it. And even if he follows through, there's still 3,000 troops there. This isn't withdrawing.